Everybody has a my guy when they're scouting prospects for the NFL draft. Obviously, I already had one of these videos come out for the running back side of things when I claimed my guy was Mike Washington Jr. and then he ends up popping off of the combine, makes that look way better than I even anticipated, and that video is doing pretty well. Well, today I'm doing that, but for the wide receiver version. I'm doing Antonio Williams. This cat I absolutely love coming out of Clemson. He's a 5'11 and a half, 187 pound, 21-year-old who's a former 4-star athlete out of high school. He came into the season graded as one of the top prospects. He's graded within like the top 3 guys on pretty much everyone's consensus coming into the year. Ended up having an injury or two during the season. They were all light. They only lasted a few games, but he ended up coming back, but didn't have a full season, didn't play every game. And Clemson was lackluster because he wasn't there, as well as some other internal problems, and overall resulted in him dropping in ranking. But I don't think that him dropping in ranking, similar to Arkansas being bad this year when I did the Mike Washington take, that should affect him as a prospect like it has when people have regarded scouting him. So today we're going to break down his film. Let's waste no more time. Let's hop straight into it. But first, he had 604 receiving yards this year, 55 receptions, 13 rushing attempts. He had a rushing touchdown, 4 receiving touchdowns, 78 rushing yards as well, averaging 6 yards per carry. Let's waste no more time. Let's get straight into this. We're going to start with the Duke game where he had 10 receptions for 142 yards. Now, again, a bulk of that came off of one catch, and we'll see that. But he did have 142 yards in this game. Now, one thing about Antonio Williams, as we're starting this, and you'll see this, he's a slot wide receiver. Obviously, his size kind of depicts that at 5'11 and under 200 pounds. But he's a slot receiver who moves all over the field for Clemson. He's used in the backfield, as we're going to see. He's used in motion almost every single play. He's a shifty guy that I'm excited to kind of break down his film into this and show you guys what he's all about, because a lot of people won't even get this deep into film. Here we go. Here's what I'm talking about. Here's play numero uno for you guys to see. Again, motion from the slot right here. Didn't show the full play here, but he motioned into the backfield, right? Now he's going to get a little pitch play. Now, does it go anywhere? Absolutely not. He literally gets viced by 3 people here, so there's nothing really to go anywhere. But he was used a lot in this Clemson offense all over. Running the ball, in the receiving, he even had a pass, I think, attempted at one point in time. He just was their Swiss Army knife. Here we go on a quick post route, gets underneath, finds a little space, ends up sitting right in that zone pocket. One thing he is great of, and we've seen with some of the other, first off, dot by Cade Klubnik. One thing we've seen a lot of these better receivers have, especially when we broke down like Malachi Lemon and everything, the guys who I really, really like, they all have a really good awareness of when to sit in the zone. You see how he slows up here because he sees, hey, this is where the whole shot's going to be. Let me slow up and sit right in that little pocket there. And let's make a play after. Again, he's very shifty after the catch as well. His yak ability is very good. Yeah, out of his 604 receiving yards, just about 400 of them are yak, which is absolutely nuts. Absolutely nuts. Here we go. Same concept here. He's in the slot. Let's get a little post going again. Same coverage, right? And we're going to shoot that ball in right over the post. You don't. It looked like it was a split coverage there. Ends up getting tracked down. He does have 4.4 speed, though. We have seen that at the combine. He had a 4.4 40. Again, he's a lot of burst. I think his end of top end speed isn't as high, but his burst, again, as we can even see coming out of this route, is phenomenal stuff. He's very good burst. He's very twitchy out of his release. Good throw, good catch using his hands over his body, a little out of his frame, but he brings it down. A way to make a play. There you go. Ends up even almost tripping a little bit, but makes a good play nonetheless. Here we go to cap off this drive again. I tell you like we see him in motion all the time. Gonna get a quick handoff, shake a defender, and get in the end zone. That's what we love to see. That's what we love to see. Again, this is the Duke team that won the ACC. Remember that. Here's another touchdown at the bottom of your screen here, right? It's gonna be like a broken play. Not really looking too far into it, but again, good catch. Way to use his hands, and not body catch it. Boom, easy touchdown. Here we go. Next play, get another jet sweep. Again, he's used a ton in the run game. Little jet sweep, way to follow your blockers. Gets a little bit of a pinball-esque play there. A little bump around, but ends up gaining a lot. Lineman push him forward, keep his legs churning. That's what we love to see. Again, he's a slot build, but he's bigger than your normal slot. Like, again, I think of like the Josh Downs of the world when comparing Antonio Williams to people. I think that's probably my favorite comp of him. I think he's a better Josh Downs. A bigger Josh Downs. Even Josh Downs like 5'9", 180 pounds. Antonio Williams 5'11", 190 pounds. Again, I don't like comps. I don't think comps are very accurate. But if you were to look at someone in the league currently and be like, what is his model similar to? I think it can be very akin to Josh Downs. in that sort of sense. And he does a lot of the stuff. He motions at the backfield. He gets used orbit motions, in rocket motions, in jet sweeps. He's used out of the backfield. Like, there's a ton of reasons why I think there's a very good similarity there. And again, he's a primary slot receiver, but he can play X at times. Again, he did in the past. But I feel much better about him being a primary slot guy. Here we go. Again, we don't highlight blocking very often. We don't. I mainly do like one blocking play a game or something. I think blocking is a very technique and teachable thing in the NFL, at least. Like, we see guys come in that are horrendous blockers or noted as bad blockers in their scouting reports, so then they end up being perfectly fine. So I don't take too much weight into blocking going into these scouting reviews, but he isn't afraid to block. Like, he'll bring it to him. Like, he'll hit and bring it to these DBs. Time and time again, we see it in film for him being, again, one of these smaller guys at the receiver position in this class. Here we go. Quick crossing route. Again, good move in man coverage. Way to beat him. He's always open, man. Like, he will find a way to get open against man coverage, and he does right here. Quick crosser. Good move at the line of scrimmage. He was wide open there, too. I think it was a design play for the outside receiver to come in on this little rub screen. But, I mean, dude, if we hit it to him, we are up the scene in a one-on-one situation here. But Cade ends up throwing the screen there. Here we go. Out of the slot again. Again, a lot of the reason why he gets targeted a lot in this game, I mean, we're seeing a ton of one-high man coverage. They're saying, hey, Clemson with your young receiving core, it's a younger receiving core that's a lot of talent, but not proven. I think Duke came into this game and was like, hey, we have solid DBs. Let's man them up and see what happens. And Antonio Williams had a field day. I mean, that's what's going to happen. And they're going to challenge him to have Cade make these throws. And when he does, a lot of times, again, Antonio Williams going out of his frame to catch that pass and have a good one there. Here we go. Good play, good setup. And get in the end zone. It gets down at the 1 yard line. But again, great setup here by him. Again, way to patiently wait this out to see what there's linebackers dropping. Manning, what he's doing. Slip right under him. Easy pitch and catch. Easy pitch and catch. Again, way to make a move and try to get in there. But 3v1, it's going to be tough. Again, he doesn't get the ball on this play, but like, you can see how smooth of a route runner he is just by him running on air. A lot of times, like, that's just like such a good little skate move to get in this pocket right here where the ref is standing right in the fucking middle of. It's just a very smooth route runner overall. Again, we see man across, right? Man across, man, one hole, one high, right? Boom. Sit down right in this pocket, get a good rub slant, bang. Little pick by the inside wide receiver there. Love to see that. Easy pitch and catch here, right? They're setting it up. Again, it's the same things we're seeing. What are we seeing? Man coverage, one high. So what are we doing? We're attacking his inside. What are we doing? We're boxing him out. Look, immediately turns his hips to box him out, right? He's not letting him get to the football. Cade throws it behind him. Doesn't matter. Good adjustment, good catch, right? He catches a lot of passes, I feel like, where Cade misses him. And that's a really good sign moving forward, I think. Here we go. Bottom of your screen again. Again, quick slip out screen. Way to make a move. One cut. Get up the field. We'll take it. We'll take those clean 15. Again, he's shifty, man. He's very quick. Here's a little heads up play by him, right? It's supposed to be a jailbreak screen, right? Where the linemen all release, go to the next level, right? But this DN sniffs it out right away. Now, he makes a good move initially, right? To avoid the DN. And I realize he's like, oh, shit. I'm in a sticky situation. What a lot of college kids do, and we see all the time on these highlight reel plays or sometimes the big failure plays, is they'll try to bounce it back outside. They'll try to run over here and make something happen. Antonio Williams isn't a dumb player. He's a smart player. Hey, let me just get back to the line of scrimmage. Let me not make this any worse than it already is, and let's just get back to the line of scrimmage and get what we can, right? Or make it within a loss of 1 instead of a loss of 5 or 6. Right? It's a smart heads-up play there. We talk about it in the run game all the time with these things happening. We love to see that. Now, this is a bad drop, right? We don't love to see this. But with some of the catches he's already made today, I'm not really too concerned about it. Just a bad drop nonetheless, though. Can't be having that. Can't be looking too far up the field before we get the rock. All right, that's going to do it for the Duke game. Let's head to the Florida State game now. Again, in this game, he had 6 receptions for 62 yards and a fantastic touchdown, which we will get to. Get him running wild, right? Get a little outside. Let him make a move. Good spin. Way to get up for a few yards when you really didn't have anything there. Way to make a play. Okay, we see another bad read by Cade, and this should have been a little 60-yard touchdown with this move. As he bit down, we hit him right over the top. That's tough. That's tough. That's tough. Here we go. Get him out in space. Get him out in space. A little crossing, a little H cross we see here, right? We have them outside. Get him in space. Good move. Cuts right back into the linebacker, but we'll take it for a few. Here we go. Not going to get the ball here, but great patience and great setup by Antonio, right? Sitting right in here. He sees this linebacker, right? Hips are completely turned. So what is he doing? He's waiting to see what these two end up doing. Great move. Now, again, Cade just takes off. Look at all the space he has. Understandable. But look at how wide open he is. Like, he's booty butt naked right here. Ends up skating in for the touchdown, so no big deal there. But love to see that, finding ways to get open. We're going a little screen play, right? Again, gets hit as soon as he catches it, but ends up shaking him off and getting as much as he can, which is little to nothing. But there was just about nothing there with the sea of white shirts to no orange. Look at this block in the back, though. Watch 71 come down and say, hey, fuck you, buddy. Let me sit you down. Let me sit you down one time. Look at him back there. He's lit, too. He's hype. Dude, look at him wide open. Like, just check it down, Cade. Like, let's take the easy throw. Let's just take an easy throw and check it down for a few, right? It's second and medium. Even if it's third and medium, he's at the stick. Let's just dump it off one time, Cade. And instead we get that. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Here we go. A little flea flicker play here. Little flea flicker. Look at Antonio Williams. One-on-one, mano-y-mano. The 5'11 kid gets up and goes, gets it. Goes and gets it. Let the big man cook one time. Again, tested well at the combine. He's an athlete. Look at the extension and the catch right there, right? Everyone wants to talk about Tyson, Malachi Lemon. They don't talk about the slot guys who can go up and still go get it on the outside. One-on-one, mano-y-mano. Go and trust your guy, man. Dude, and this is why he's I think he can do just about everything on the football field that you're going to be asked to do. And I could 1,000% seeing him be taken in the second round, early third round, and end up going to a team like the Niners or a team like the Rams who need another guy in. Now, if he goes to the Rams, it might take a little bit longer for him to be fantasy relevant. But if he goes to a team like the Niners, he could be a dog early in his career. But I think just as a player, he is a guy that I look at the tape and I'm like, this guy can do just about everything I'm asking him to do. Again, another speed motion here, right? Nothing really doing, but gets what he can, right? Again, I really hated this Clemson offense this year. I really did not like it. I thought it was very repetitive. I thought it was very bland. Like we saw against Duke, he ran the same play like 4 fucking times. Here we go. See him on the outside here, right? Manned up. Mano-y-mano. Oh, they're doing a little outside inside here from the DBs. Outside man takes the outside guy. Inside man takes the inside guy. Simple as that, right? But he misses the tackle. Antonio Williams breaks it real quick, and we're going to go to the next level. We're going to gain an extra 15 off that, right? We've seen multiple broken tackles by him now, right? Good base, wide base he runs with. Love to see that. Love to see that. Again, he's not super small, right? This is clearly cover 2. Dropping. We're in a Tampa 2. Clear as day. These DBs aren't playing deep. We have 3 verticals on the field with a post. Make a play here, Cade. Like, please read the field. First off, this is a touchdown. Second off, you have the post if you hit the hole right here. Because Zero's turning his hips and turning his back, right? He's not getting the ball if it's thrown here on a missile. And he's probably not getting there in time. You also have over here, a little bit riskier, but this is the throw, man. And instead we just check it down. Like, we'll take a few, sure. But we just missed a shot, man. See him in motion real quick. He was wide open. See him in motion. Make a good move at the line. Oos. Literally made the DB fall. Maybe he slipped, but he literally fell. Well, one time, wide open. No lineman help. But, hey, man, made a good play. Here we go. Another quick out by him, right? Catch it out of your frame. Let's get up the field. Catch it out of your frame and let's get up the field. Adam Randall does literally nothing. Watch this. Buddy's literally just standing there. Like, you have a guy coming in. You're supposed to meet this guy as a running back. Just go meet him. He's literally just standing there. All right. But we'll take it. We'll take it. Here we go. They're trying to burn clock at the end of this game. The last, like, 5 plays have all been run plays where they're just staying in bounds. Tony Williams here. I think he easily could have tried to get outside here, right? Like a little hezzy, let him engage and try to get outside, but they're trying to stay in bounds. So ends up just falling down here, taking a few. All right, we're going to watch this game versus Louisville. Here we go. Lined up inside in an empty set. Again, smart heads-up play. Ends up getting inside him, and we end up catching that rock, right? We'll take that all day. Linebacker's going to flare out, or this might even be the D end. Sneaks right under him. Kate ends up throwing a decent ball, right? Good catch. Here we go, in motion, right? Get outside. Get a few yards. We'll take that all day, right? Nothing too flashy here. Nothing too fancy. Just get the ball in his hands and get outside. Again, here's the subtle route running that like makes him so, in my opinion, such a high prospect in my mind, right? He's going to attack this DB from an inside leverage, right? See if this DB's playing out, which he is. He has inside help. So, okay, let's cut a little inside and let's sit down, right? Immediately looking back because you know he's going to sit down in that pocket, right? It ends up not going to him, so it doesn't matter. But, again, it's just smooth route running. You like to sit. Here we go. A little screen out here. A little jailbreak. Let's get it moving. Follow your lineman. Find your lineman. Ends up getting a few. I wish he could cut up. I mean, I guess not. Linebacker's playing pretty tight. He's trying to set it up to cut it back, but there's just nothing there. None of the linemen get down there in time. Here we go. Another screen. Ends up just slipping. I saw this in Chris Bell's film, too. Is in this Louisville game, I feel like there was a good amount of people tripping and slipping. So I don't think he's the only. I think he also slips a different time in this game, too, if I'm not mistaken. Holy shit. Watch this. Watch this play. Right? Look at what 24 does right here. Right? Gets inside. He's trying to work outside, and 24 literally just tackles him. Holy shit. Oh, my God. It's actually hilarious. Right? We're going to see a little bit of a motion here. Right? Get him across the field. Right? He sees there's nothing here. So what does he do? Cuts right up. Cade trusts him. Lets it fly. And again, we're going to see the extension. We're going to see the arms. We're going to see the jump. Way to go up there through contact and bring it down one time. Right? That's what we love to see out of the kid, man. I mean, again, as a main slot receiver, you don't get to see this very often. But when you do, it's like, that's a guy. Way to go up and get it, bring it down. Between two people, too. Way to go up and bring it down. Gotta hit him. Gotta hit him. Gotta hit him. Finally does. Sails it over his head. Maybe could have got it. Maybe. It's like one hand. It's a little blurry, but one hand maybe could have got it, but not sure. Yeah, here it is again. Like this field just looks like it stinks. Right? We're gonna cut inside. He's just gonna slip. Right. Here we go with the Shane Steichen-esque, Josh Down-esque play right here. Right, little orbit motion into a screen. Get him up the field. Get a few yards. Right, we saw a ton of this out of the Steichen offense, and we're seeing a lot of it even out of the McVays of the world and Shanahan's of the world. We see a lot in Shanahan with CMC. But I think this is where he could thrive a lot in the NFL. Like, just get him in an orbit, get him moving, get him going different directions, and he's going to do some damage. Quick screen, way to stay patient. Again, a good move. Ends up slipping and falling again, right? But overall, good play. Good play. Here we go. Right out of the slot here. Right, sees it, sits it down, attacks the ball high. Right, again, he uses his hands. We haven't seen many body catches from him. He uses his hands very well and attacks the ball almost every single time. It's what you love to see out of some of your receivers, right? Like, watch this shit, right? We're going to see this play develop right here. Right, Cade's just staring down. If I'm not mistaken, this is Dabo's kid. And look, like, look over here. Like, look one time in this direction, big dog. There we go. Now we get it to him. Oh, my God. It just takes so long. Like, he's staying on this side of the field, yet nothing's happening. Finally comes back, ends up hitting him. But, oh, my God, it took him 14 years to get there. Again, watching this film a lot of times, you end up seeing what you like and don't like out of quarterbacks almost as much as you do wide receivers. Now, this, like dude, and you're seeing this play right here. Like, this type of play is the play I see, and I'm like, yeah, no, he's going to be good. Like, again, it was supposed to be, if I'm not mistaken, a, like, angle route here with a pick, and it ends up just getting shut down. And you know what? You're probably like, that happens, right? probably should have just gone all the way out, but he didn't, right? There clearly was a setup here of some sort. You think he catches it? Of course he does. You think he's going to keep driving his legs forward? Of course he's going to. If he would have scored there, I would have lost my mind, right? But no. We still get down to the one, though, right? One-on-one, one hand. One hand is all he has to grab this ball. Boom. Right there. And we're going to fight for extra. And we're going to fight for some extra yards. Like, that's, dude, it's nuts. He's a great wide receiver that's getting handicapped in these scouting reports and grades because of how Clemson performed this year. Yet, I don't know. I don't get it. It's the same thing that happened with Mike Washington, and it's because, Arkansas was 2-10, and they didn't have the productivity, and yada, yada. Like, bullshit. If they're a talented player, they're going to be seen. Fucking, like, Kareem Hunt was at, like, Toledo. Like, what are we doing? And that's going to do it for the film versus Louisville. That's going to do it for our film review of Antonio Williams. Now let's go to the grades. Again, looking at the grades that we have so far, he's going to be my wide receiver 3 right now. He ran a 4.41 at the combine. He's a fast guy. He's quick, twitchy. Again, 187 pounds at 5'11". We saw he's 21 years old. This is a cat that I am super excited for in this class. Do I have him above Carnell Tate or Mekhi Lemon? No. All right, when we break down Antonio Williams from the top down, when I go over his scouting grades, footwork, 7.5. Overall, very solid footwork. I can't complain. I think he did a great job in and out of the line of scrimmage. When he was running the ball, when he was going out of his releases, I think overall he did a great job with his footwork, breaking down. I think he's a very talented receiver in that respect, so he's getting a 7.5 for me. Agility, we all saw he has great agility, using screens, using the run game, using every way possible. He's able to make people miss in every which way. There are a few things that I think he could do better on deeper into his routes with his agility, but at the most part, is an 8.3 for me. His long speed we saw isn't elite, right? I think the burst is where we really see it shine through at 8.2 out of 10 compared to 7.3. We also saw his top end speed isn't quite as elite as his first initial 10 to 20 yard burst. His hands are fantastic, right? He's great hands. 8 rating for the hands. Again, I would put it higher, but he does have some mental lapses here and there when he tries to run before he catches. Again, we've 1 or 2 instances of that, but that alone will not put you at the threshold of like a Mekhi Lemon or any of those in the 9 or 10 tier hands teams. He's not making one-handed crazy snags. He's catching the balls. Some of them are super hard. So again, he gets into the great tier at an 8 rating. Release, I think 7.4. I think overall he's very good releases. None of them blow me away, but he is able to get open off the line of scrimmage very, very often. So he's going to get a 7.4 out of that. Route running, same thing as the hands. Again, very good route running, very smart route runner, but he does have some lapses in man coverage when matched up against really good corners, which he is going to see in the NFL all the time. So again, 8 for that route running. Great. But versatility at 8.2. Again, we saw that he can be used all over the field. Can he be used as like an X and outside receiver? No. So I'm going to have to knock that a little bit. He was used that in the past in Clemson, and we have seen him a little bit on the outside, but again, not enough of a sample size for me to feel comfortable putting him in that 9+ tier for versatility. Separation wise, 7.2. We think he gets a good I think he gets a good separation. Nothing really too crazy. He's not burning people every single time, but he does get open a lot of the time. He's open most times, and he's the go-to guy for when Cade Klubnik needed somebody to look towards. He looked to find number 0, which he was able to get a good amount of separation most of the time. As we saw, a lot of those cover 1 and even those cover 3 hole looks where he would find those zone breaks. So that's going to do it for the Antonio Williams scouting grade. Again, he's my wide receiver 3 right now. I'm super excited about where he's going to land and where the potential of his landing spot's going to be. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of Antonio Williams. Am I overhyping him? Am I even underhyping him? And you guys have him higher? How do you feel about Antonio Williams? And make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoy this style of content. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out.